How's it going, guys? This is Mac for B4YB with another gaming PC video, and today we're going to be doing an $800 mid-range gaming PC build. So with this build, the core components, the motherboard, GPU, and CPU, I've used this from my previous build, and it was a pre-built machine, so I kind of just scrapped that together to come up with this mid-range gaming PC. That's an AMD build. It's very powerful and can run most games in 1080p. If you were to build this yourself, it would cost you about $800, just all the parts together. But that's all subject to change, and it would vary depending on when you would purchase all these parts. So when this was shot, this is the price. So if you guys have any questions, comments, suggestions, please leave them down below. I know the quality of the video might not be the greatest. I shot this all on my Pixel 2 XL. But thanks again for watching, guys, and I hope you enjoy it. Alright, so we're here at Micro Center. Let's see what we got. So I got this clearance on the B350 MSI Tomahawk. Okay, so I picked up the Core V21. This is a micro ATX cube case. And then I picked up this Strix B350 board. That's going to go into my system. I also got this 120 gig SSD that was really cheap, and this hard drive. So we're going to try to swap everything out and see how it goes. Yeah, it's raining out here in California. Nice. So on my way back, I'm going to be setting up the rig real soon and check it out. I forgot to get thermal paste. I'm fucked. So I'm in the process of taking out my old CPU, taking this motherboard out, and I'm going to be replacing that with this motherboard, the Strix B350. And it's a full-size ATX board, so it should work fine. That's the Ryzen 2700X right there. I should be running somewhere else. I'm going to clean out the die and this one as well. So this is going to go into the Ryzen 5 1400. This one, I'm going to have to put this one on this motherboard just to flash the BIOS and make sure everything's up to date so I can start using it with the 2700X. Yeah, so that's it so far. It's gonna be kind of a mess right now, but as soon as it's all done, we should be good. So here I got the Ryzen 5 and the 8 gigs of RAM from XPG and the MSI motherboard, and I'm going to be putting all this stuff inside here. This is the Thermaltake V21. Yeah. The case is actually pretty wide. I was hoping it'd be smaller, but yeah. I mean, it's a lot shorter than my full tower, so I think we have a lot of space here to work with, and yeah, it'll be interesting. So I'm going to try to put this stuff together, set it up over here, and see how that goes. So I'm pretty much done building the rig. All I have to do now is some cable management, a little tightening up there. But I'm going to test boot it and install Windows and see how everything goes. Yeah, not much to say about this, but the building experience was pretty pleasant. And yeah, it's easy being able to pop off all the panels. Only tricky thing was figuring out how to get the power supply in there. Turns out this bottom panel is removable as well, so turned out pretty clean. This just need to do some cable tightening after that, and I think it's going to be a good build. Okay, now for the moment of truth. Let's see, let's move this guy a little bit. I actually like the form factor. Okay, so it looks like I got that backwards. Yo, it looks pretty sick actually. All the fans are running. So I just had to swap out that guy.
uninstall Windows. So I'm really happy with the way this turned out. This build is really cool. This case is actually really cool. Might do some upgrades, might change the cooler for him, give him the cooler that I'm using right now, and right now we're going to just do some overclocking, and yeah, this is a really cool setup actually.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Mac from B4YB, back again just to wrap up the video. So I completed the build, everything worked out really well. In terms of the price of the rig, it came out to about $800, $815. Obviously price ranges may vary depending on where you get all your stuff. Now for me, a lot of the parts that I used were from my previous build, or it was a pre-built system, so I used some of that parts. Obviously, if you find a better deal with a Ryzen 5 1600 or maybe a Ryzen 7, that's probably discounted, and they should be now because of the release of the newer generation. I'd recommend doing your research and taking a look at what the prices are right now. But for the Ryzen 5 1400, it's coming at about $137. That's a pretty decent price, especially for a quad-core processor that's got 8 threads, and it worked out really well. I was able to overclock it and all that. The memory as well, I had one stick in the build. That's because they probably, that company that built the system probably used separated an 16 gig kit, because they don't make an XPG kit that has one 8 gig stick, I think. As you can see, my storage, I pre-put the prices in there, $30 for each. I got that off Micro Center, my local Micro Center. You might be able to get a better price. I think online the SSD is probably cheaper right now. That hard drive is probably a little more expensive, so you probably have to take a look at what you guys got. Other than that, the build turned out to be really awesome. It was super simple to build. In this case is very surprising, and $60 for the case, and if you get the mail-in rebate, that's $25. It comes out to $35 for a decent micro ATX cube case. That's something that you're looking for, that has great airflow and super versatile with the panels. I recommend taking a look at this case. It's really cool how you can move the window over to whichever side you prefer, and I recommend putting it on the side where the GPU is not there, so you just get better airflow. Yeah, it turned out to be a really decent case. So once again, thanks for watching, guys. If you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe to my channel. That's B4YB, and yeah, leave a comment down below if you guys have any questions, and let me know what kind of content you guys want to see. The channel is fairly new, constantly putting out computer tech related stuff. I also do have a gaming channel, so if you guys are interested in taking a look at that, you can find it in my channel. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next one, I guess.